Daughter does.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now she has 5 grandkids.
Oh my God. All boys. All boys. You're kidding.
Yeah, but we used to dive together up in Fort Bragg.
Captain Woody Hughes.
How are you? I'm good. Karen Olson. Nice to meet you.
He's retired Navy captain and
Oh, good.
ordained minister.
All right. This is my sister Gretchen.
Hi, nice to meet you. And my brother Eric.
How are you?
And then my other brother David is over here. This is a Navy chaplain, Dave.
So,
Let's go. I'll tell Jerry about
just like
Oh,
say
okay,
when-
good.
yeah. It's gonna start at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're a little early, but it better be early than late, right?
I thought I'd give it, yeah, we said 12 to 2, and I think everybody will come right at 12.
Yeah.
So,
Then he'll give the order to me, I'll give the order to them to fire, they'll do the 3 volley salute, or 21 gun salute, whatever it's called. They'll play taps, and then we'll march out.
oh, march out?
We'll march out of the way of view of the people.
Oh, I see.
No, we're not gonna fire the rifles in it.
I was gonna say, we're gonna march, because you said march out, I mean, that's after the firing, you mean go out there first?
That's just
By
sort of,
march out, he means they're gone. They're
Right.
finished.
Okay.
They're loud enough that you'll be able to hear them well.
Oh, okay, so
You'll
then,
certainly
so
be
you
able
guys
to
will
do
just do
Okay.
that, and then we'll come in, and then maybe Derek can do the, say the thing
Yeah.
that Dad wanted to say.
Yeah.
Okay, because then you guys can,
I have a
Take
address
off.
on my setup sheet, and we'll put that on a DVD for you. If
oh,
you-
the whole thing?
Yeah, well, whatever he, yes.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
If you have
Hello, thank you for coming.
if you have an email address, I'll
You
send
look
it to
like
you on
sisters.
YouTube.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Could you get one of all of his kids? Let's go.
Is our committee here, the committee's not here right now to discuss. Somebody's house burns down and get 2 veterans that's over there.
Right that ridge, right?
About the house that's on the hill.
Who's the flanger? Where you guys on the street? I don't know how we got
Yeah, with the serve the date on it.
Yeah, we're kind of.
Go ahead and dress it up, you guys. Just laugh, you bet.
Oh, 4?
Ready, Fred? Fire, ready. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. One more, guys. Cycle. Support. Arms. Safety's off. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Present. Arms. Order. Arms.
The
Would you
top.
rather I have it like Port Arms?
No, that's fine.
Can you float me alone, Grip? Grip, can you float me alone?
Here, let's sort of tilt it up here.
No, man, at 10%.
Guys are terrible.
At 10%, he said.
What?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Is this for him?
Yeah, we're gonna come inside and do, the pastor's gonna say a few things, and then we're gonna come right out here while they do the firing and the bugle. Right on.
Yeah. That was the only one they couldn't save.
That's a shame that you couldn't.
Detail. Hooray, rep.
She barely got out with it.
Hooray, rep.
I'm Captain Hughes, United States Navy retired. I serve as chaplain for the Military Funeral Honors Team, a team made up of all volunteers, all veterans of the armed forces of the United States. President John F. Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors and the men it remembers." Today we're here to honor such a one. We veterans are here to honor him because he too was a veteran. Why should we honor veterans? I believe there are at least two reasons. First, for the future of our military, we need to remember those who have served in the past. As George Washington, our first commander-in-chief, said, "The willingness with which our young people are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, shall be directly proportional as to how they perceive the veterans of earlier wars were treated and appreciated by their nation." And second is the realization that because of the great sacrifices made by so many men and women who have served in the armed forces in the past, we are able to live in a time and a place where freedom is taken for granted. Mr. Olson wrote, "Here she comes over the horizon with full-blown sails leaning to port side. Now she is 10 miles out and coming in strong. Now she is 5 miles out, guided and greeted by seagulls and headed into a safe home port. She is greeted by family and friends and preparing for the next life's voyages and journeys." In preparation for going around the world wherever there is water, over, under, and around, surrounded by water, back in home port, pushed to the limit, battered, tattered, and torn, she was ready for the next voyage. Casting off, there she goes, guided by the seagulls out of the safe home port, leaning over to starboard, and here she comes, greeted and surrounded by family and friends. Mongo wrote the following insight: "There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die. And now the time has come to pay honor to a fallen comrade, a fellow veteran, to remember him because he deserves to be remembered for the service that he rendered to our country in the cause of freedom. We honor him as a brother in arms. It was William Shakespeare who said in King Henry V, 'We shall be remembered, we few, we happy few, we band of brothers.'" All too often it seems we're called upon to say a sad farewell to a fallen comrade. As the years roll on, we too shall have finished our fight and shall answer that final roll call. So until then, may we so live that when those we leave behind may say of us, as we say now of this departed comrade, "He was an honorable man, a staunch patriot, a faithful defender of freedom." And let us who remain remember that freedom is never free. All veterans gave some, and some gave all to ensure the freedom we cherish. President Ronald Reagan once said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same." Render the traditional military salute to a fallen comrade, which consists of the firing of 3 rifle volleys, followed by the playing of taps. We're going to dismiss you, those of you who would like to go outside, for this part of the ceremony in just a moment. Let me caution you that when the commander gives the order to fire, be prepared for a very loud bang, because those 7 rifles are very old and there's no noise suppression on them at all, and when they're fired in unison, firing toward this building, you'll hear it, believe me. Render the appropriate salute. Please, those of you who would like so.
down. Port, arms. Take your rifle. Left, face. Forward, march. Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
Please be seated
Details.
inside.
Halt. Right, face. Forward, arms.